Hello YouTubers, this is Freda Ralph, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about cloud mining and some of the various options that I've tried out there doing cloud mining. I'm kind of responding to an assertion that I've seen a few times online that Genesis mining is a scam, so that's what I'm going to devote this video to, is just giving you my perspective on the question, is Genesis mining a scam? And I've been cloud mining on Genesis now for, well, I think about 5 months. And when I started out, I didn't really know what to make of it, so I started out small. And I started out with the $71 contract, which gave me, gosh, what did that give me? Something like zero point 0.7 terahashes per the second, mining power. And at that rate, I was only making like, gosh, I think about 12 cents per day. So I figured at that rate, that small beginning, it would take me about a year and a half to 2 years to make back my initial investment. So I knew right then and there from the start that Genesis mining would not be a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's not. But if you're looking for a steady, reliable way to be mining Bitcoin and other altcoins, and you are not computer savvy, when it comes to crypto, I am very new. I'm a newbie. I've only been at this for like 4 or 5 months. And when it comes to crypto mining and trying to write code and things like that, I am a total neophyte. I, I know how to send emails. I finally figured out how to make YouTube videos a couple years ago. But, other than that, I really don't know a whole lot about tech. So, for me, it makes sense to go through a company like Genesis Mining. And what I found is using Genesis mining, the more you build up your hash rate, like I started out with 0.75 terahash, and now I'm up to 2.35 terahash to the second. And I started out making like, 12 cents per day. Today I was very pleased. Yesterday I started adding to my mining power. And I went from 12 cents a day to 55 cents per day. So that was a pretty nice return from my, upgrading my hash power. And so I upgraded it a little bit more. And today I am up to 82 cents per day just on Genesis mining. And I figure at that level of return, it's going to take me about a year and a quarter to make back my initial investment. So far, I've invested something like $365 into Genesis mining. And it's a lifetime contract. What I'm doing is the Shea 256 mining contract, which is advertised as a lifetime contract. So, and actually what that means is the contract will last as long as it's profitable for Genesis Mining to offer it. And I don't know how many years they've offered this contract, but it's a little bit of a risk. And, anytime you're dealing with cryptocurrency, day trading, mining, there's risk involved, and I'm going to get into that in another video. I'm going to cover a little bit of that here in this video. But, there is a risk, and, well, right now, I've been on the lifetime contract for like 5 months, I believe, 4 or 5 months. And it's been giving me a pretty fair rate of return, on my investment so far. And I've noticed that the more money I put into buying the terahash, the more I increase my mining power by buying more hash rate, the more Bitcoin I'm making, and the faster I begin to make back my initial investment. When I first started out, I was hoping to recoup my initial investment within 2 years, And then it looked like, okay, I could do it within a year and a half. Now it looks like, after I've built it up to 2.35 terahash to the second, looks like I should be able to do that within a year and a quarter, depending, of course, on the market value of Bitcoin. And that's one of the nice things on the Shea 256 lifetime contract, is that you can mine just pure Bitcoin, and if you're happy with that, stay with it. I wasn't, because in the beginning, I didn't think I was making that much, so I shifted over to Dash just to see how much I would make on Dash as opposed to Bitcoin. And with the Shea 256, you have that luxury. You can mine Bitcoin, you can mine Dash, and there's a few other coins you can mine. I don't know them right off the top of my head, but you have some flexibility. So in my case, I started out with Bitcoin, and then I shifted over using the same contract to mining Dash, and I was happy with that for about 3 months. And then just 2 or 3 days ago, I started investing a little bit more in Genesis mining and shifted away from Dash back to pure Bitcoin. And with the current market rate, I'm happy with my return. So with Genesis mining, I don't think it's a scam. I mean, it is a risk because it's a lifetime contract according to what the way the contract is written. But it's also written that if for any reason it becomes unprofitable for them to offer that contract, they can cancel at any time. And uh, I'm willing to gamble that it's going to remain profitable. Bitcoin's been around for a while. It survived the recent halving back in July, and it's going great guns right now. I think it's just going to keep right on going good, and that's my gamble. I did start off doing a little bit in day trading on cryptocurrencies, and I was happy with that. I made some good trades, made some good money. And then after a while, I noticed that my trading skills were not that good. And I was making some good money, and then I invested in a coin that I thought should do well. It did well for about a day, and then it dropped. And I gambled that it was going to recover. It never did, so I lost a little bit of money on that. So, anytime you're dealing with these things, it is a risk. But overall, I think Genesis does offer you a good rate of return on your investment if you're looking to grow Bitcoin at a fairly steady rate. I think that Genesis mining is worth the risk. And as far as to answer the question a little bit more fully, is it a scam? Well, let's compare Genesis cloud mining to 2 other forms of mining I've done. So far, on Genesis mining, I've got $365 invested. And I've invested that over a period of about 4 or 5 months. And right now, I'm making a return of 82 cents a day. Now, let's compare that to Burstcoin mining. I started Burstcoin mining about 4 months ago. And I've invested about $384 on that, buying external hard drives. And right now I'm at the point of making about 12 cents per day on Burstcoin. I was doing a whole lot better when I first started out. When I first started out, Burstcoin looked like a fantastic opportunity. And, I was getting my hard drives programmed, getting my plots plotted and all that. And then I ran into computer problems. And again, I am not a tech-savvy individual. So when I run into a computer problem, throw up my hands, cuss, yell, scream, and then sit down and try to figure out the problem. And for me, it may take a day, it may take a couple of days. And with Burstcoin mining, I had a few major setbacks. I had to start all over again from square one. And in that same time period of having to deal with technical issues, the value of Burstcoin dropped. For the last month, it's been dropping like a rock. So that affects your profitability too, of course, and it greatly impacted mine. So right now I'm at 10 cents to 12 cents a day, and that's with an investment of $384. Compare that to Genesis Mining, investment of $365 and making 82 cents a day. And I'm hoping by tomorrow I've added in a little bit more hash power, which hasn't fully kicked in yet. I'm hoping by tomorrow it should be a little bit over $1 a day on Genesis Mining, again with an investment of $365. Now compare that to one other program I'm also working with, the MinerGate program, which is a very it's a very lightweight cloud mining program. But there you can download the app. You can do the mining free of charge. The only charge there is when you try to transfer the coins that you mine out of your MinerGate account and into your own personal wallet, and then they take a percentage of your earnings then. But so far, and I've paid a little bit to kind of boost my mining power on MinerGate. What I've done is I found a way to purchase old Android phones really cheap and download the app onto the Android phone and mine off of that. I've got 4 phones that I'm mining on all at the same time, and 3 computers that I'm mining, on, part-time. And so far on that program, I'm up to 5 cents per day mining Monero with a total investment of $28 on these Android smartphones. So I figure at that rate it's going to take me about 1.5 years to make back my initial investment on what I've paid for cheap Android phones. And I'm just kind of hoping that the phones last 1.5 years mining the way I'm mining on them. So, it's all kind of up in the air, really. You're taking a risk. But so far from trying my hand at pool mining on Burstcoin, and pool mining Monero on MinerGate, and mining with Genesis, so far, without a doubt, Genesis is giving me the best value. And it's a good, reputable company. They've been around for quite a while. I've dealt with their customer support. I'm very happy with what I've received so far. And as long as these contracts, remain profitable for another couple of years, I'm confident I'll make back my investment and then start making pure profit for at least 1 year, depending on market conditions, of course. So, that's so far part of my investment strategy. And from my experience, I'd have to say I'm very happy with Genesis Mining. And they've got a promo code promotion going where if you want to buy a contract, and there's several different contracts you can buy. I'm on the lifetime contract called the Shea 256. They also have a 2-year contract called the X11, which I haven't tried yet, but it's only good for 2 years. I'd rather have the lifetime contract and gamble that it's going to be around for 2 to 5 years. But you can try that, and you can mine other coins. And then they have a Zcash, a mining option, which is good for 1 year. And you can start buying into that at a rate of about $30, $30 on up to about $3,000, I believe. Actually, I think it goes higher than that. Haven't invested in that. I don't think I'm going to. I'm sticking with the Shea 256. And I'm happy with that. But, you can look around and see what fits your pocketbook, see what fits your interest. And if you want to go ahead and try your luck with a Genesis mining contract, you can use a promo code and save 3% off of every purchase that you make. And I'm going to put my promo code up in the information link on this video. And if you use my promo code, not only will you receive a 3% discount on your order, I'll also receive a 2.5% upgrade on my terahash rates. So it's a good deal for both of us. It's a win-win situation. So Genesis Mining, from what I can see, it is not a scam. I've been with them now a little over 4 months, I believe, and just very happy with the service I've been getting. Very happy with the returns. I have not had a major hitch with this account whatsoever. Burst coin mining, yeah, run some difficulties, hit some brick walls. Still in the process of recovering and trying to make back my initial investment. Hopefully the markets are going to rebound and I'm going to make out a whole lot better on Burst than what I am presently. But Genesis mining, yeah, no such problems. It's just been a very happy, easy ride so far. And encourage you to, give them a try and use that promo code, and we'll all make out a little bit better. So this is Frater Ralph signing off. My next video, I'm going to get into a little bit more on my investment strategy and, how I go about day trading, which for a beginner, I'm still starting off slow. It's not the best, but I'm learning from my mistakes and finally at a point where I'm making some fairly decent profits. So, Frater Ralph signing off, and we'll see you later in the next video. Thank you.